Hey everybody, how's it going? Mike from the Focus Garage coming at you here with another video, and this one's going to be a quick discussion video on what's been going on with the Saturn Vue Redline. Now, the vehicle's been great for me. I've owned it for a couple months now. It's the end of December. I bought that thing at the end of July, early August. Been doing some basic maintenance on it, but overall, you know, in typical Honda fashion, not much to say about it. The vehicle's been great. It's been driving really smooth. I've been averaging about 20 to 22 miles per gallon with it with mixed city highway driving. Not the best, not the worst, but it takes regular octane gas, no premium required there. So that's nice. So anyways, I've been driving it, been enjoying it. It's been a really good daily. It's been great in the winter and everything like that. But a couple of days ago, I was driving in a pretty populated suburban area. I wasn't out in the country or in the rural roads or anything like that. And I'm driving down a 4-lane road, so 2-lane each way, and it's kind of an unlit road, and it's twilight, almost nighttime. I'm going down the road, and I see in front of me 2 deer running across the road in front of me. So instinctively and naturally, I hit the brakes. I go to slow down as to not get too close to those deer. I don't want to scare them or anything like that. And out of my peripherals, I see beelining towards the side of my car, the driver's side of my Saturn Vue, a deer, and within milliseconds of me seeing it out of my peripherals, boom, clonks right into me, pretty much like I think bounces and rebounds off the car and scampers away. You know, I stop, I'm kind of in shock, like pop my door open and look. I don't even see that the deer's there anymore, so I'm assuming, I don't know if it lived or not, but it obviously scampered off into the woods after hitting my car. And I drive down the road, I go a few feet, and I hear, you know, the grinding noise, the noise that nobody wants to hear after an impact. Pull over, I look, and, you know, first glance, it looks like it got my door panel. So my rear driver's side door was impacted by the deer, and it was cracked. So it cracked, you know, kind of the part that goes along the wheel well there. I'll throw up some pictures of it and everything like that. And obviously, it was the best case scenario of a bad situation. Now, I've replayed this in my head a million different ways, and you can't really do it to yourself because there's no way to change what happened. What's done is done, right? But it could have gone, you know, into the front of my vehicle, set off the airbags, totaled the car. It could have, you know, broke my radiator, rendering the car undrivable. I could have ran it over. It could have ripped off fuel lines and brake lines. I could have been driving, you know, the Teos that we've got, or I could have been driving my RS3. And if I feel like I would have been driving a metal vehicle, it would have crinkled that whole door and quarter panel and would have caused extensively more damage. I feel like because Saturns are plastic, the deer kind of, you know, smacked into it and bounced off, and we're in better shape. Obviously, because of the force of the impact, the plastic just didn't bounce back out and everything was fine. It cracked the plastic panel, but that's where the beauty of this lies, is that the exterior door skin on those Saturns is actually replaceable. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head over to a junkyard and I'm gonna try and find a replacement panel and replace it myself. The first thought that went through my mind was, if I call insurance about this, they may total the car, because they're probably not gonna replace the door skin. They're gonna wanna replace, obviously, the whole door itself. I don't even know if you could find those parts, but if you can, they're obviously gonna wanna paint it to match it. Might involve blending it into the rest of the side of the car. And I mean, what do those things go for? $3,000 to $6,000? Like, that's easily $2,500, $3,000 worth of work right there. So if I would have called insurance, paid my deductible, sure, it wouldn't have affected my rates because it was a deer. It wasn't me hitting someone. And honestly, this is a joke. I didn't hit a deer. I was hit by a deer. So the deer T-boned me. But, you know, if I call insurance and go through that whole avenue of it, there's a strong chance they're going to total the car. They're going to offer me a check for a few $1,000 and say, good luck. I like the car. I'm kind of invested into it now. I want to keep it until the Maverick shows up. And I don't want to have the car looking less than it was before. I can't drive around things that look beatery, so I need to fix it. For the time being, what I did is luckily, I don't know how, after the impact that happened, I guess I frantically picked everything up and threw it in the trunk. And a couple days later, I kind of pulled everything out and looked at the pieces to see what I was missing. And I think I have like 99% of everything. I was able to kind of like jam it back in place and like gorilla tape it, just so that way me driving the car in the interim, I'm not getting like salt water and debris and stuff inside the door skin and the shell there. But obviously that's a short-term fix. I know when I'm going to go to sell the car in the future that I don't want duct tape or gorilla tape on the car. I want a fixed door panel. So I'm going to a junkyard and I'm going to see if I could find a black Saturn Vue. It doesn't need to be a Redline, just a black Saturn Vue door skin. from videos that I've looked at, it's pretty easy to pull it off. It looks like there's just some trim and some screws. You pull it off, swap them over, and you should be good to go. The only thing I don't love about that is there's a pinstripe down the side of the car, and there's no way I'm going to be able to find an exterior door skin with the same pinstripe. So it's going to be missing the pinstripe on that door, but I figure a missing pinstripe is the lesser evil of having a door that has a pinstripe that's cracked. So that's kind of where we stand with that. I'm sorry we haven't had more updates on the Vue Redline here. It's just been very uneventful. It's been a really, really good vehicle. Great road trip car. We've put probably 6,000 to 7,000 miles on that thing already, which is insane considering we've only had it for 4 or 5 months. It's been really, really good. We're working with a company. We're going to be doing some LED lighting in the front of it, so we should be doing headlights and fog lights and LEDs. We'll have videos on that when that's ready to come out. But overall, super bummed that this happened. We're going to get it fixed, and I'm going to bring it to you guys once we get that all handled. So share your thoughts and sadness with me in the comments down below. Just wanted to bring you guys this update on the Vue before the year closes out. I'll catch you guys in the next one.